Are you missing out on one of the fastest soccer leagues growing in the US? In today's video, I want to try to break down what the USL Championship is all about and why I became a fan. But before that, welcome to the USL Insight, where we talk about news happening around the USL Championship. If you're already a fan of the USL, please give this video a like. It really helps with the algorithm so we could get more exposure out there. Now, the USL Championship is America's second division right underneath the MLS in the US soccer pyramid. It consists of 24 teams, 12 on each conference. We have the Eastern and the Western Conference. Now, next year, it's expected to have 26 teams, with Lexington coming in and Brooklyn FC. So this league is growing. Every year, there seems to be new teams coming in or new announcements of cities trying to bring in a USL club, because you also have teams like Iowa, Milwaukee, Jacksonville, Oklahoma City. Now, these are teams that could potentially come in very soon. If everything goes well and there's no mishaps, I mean, it could be within the next couple of years. Now, with every league that grows, the competition grows as well. You have teams who can very well, in my opinion, some of them, not all obviously, but some of them who I think could compete in the MLS, which is America's top league, right? And I think there's teams currently who are in the USL Championship that, if given the chance, if we had promotion and relegation, they would be a success story in the MLS as well, competing with the big guys. And one of the things that makes MLS so much bigger is obviously there's a lot more money. There's a lot more money with owners and TV deals and all of that. Imagine if there was promotion relegation and you had an incentive to win money as a result of promotion. I feel like teams would be invested in that much more with better players, thus being able to compete. But even without that happening now, you have clubs in the USL Championship who, for example, when we had the US Open Cup, who were competing with MLS teams and beating them. We had Sacramento Republic not that long ago go into the final of the US Open Cup, which means they competed against not just the MLS, but other tier levels, and they made it to the final. They reached to the final. Unfortunately, they lost, but that right there speaks for itself that it is a league that can compete. You also had different Cinderella stories in the sense of Detroit City when they beat Houston in penalties. You had Indy 11 make it to the semifinals against Sporting Kansas City. Unfortunately, they lost, but still, that shows you that the USL Championship is a league and has great players, great teams who are able to compete. And I mean, that's one of the things that I like myself. It's just there's a lot of underdog stories, Cinderella stories. There's different examples of this happening, and I'm a big underdog guy. And I think that's kind of like an American tradition, an American thing where we do like those stories. Those stories lift us up, and you can see it throughout the USL Championship. And when you have stories like that, you also have players who are on the rise as well. There's players in this league who have transferred abroad to Europe or MLS. They started in the championship. And that right there tells you that there's teams that think of this league as a very good league for them to recruit players, for them to take players and develop them in their systems. But it starts here. I mean, one of those examples right now is Nick Marcanic, who is leading all of America in goal scoring. He's a striker, plays for Charleston Battery, and he's leading the whole U.S. He's leading the guys in MLS. He has the most goals. This past weekend, he tied the single season record for the USL Championship with 25 goals. And after this season, he's heading off to Europe. He's going to Spain. That just shows you that teams are looking here. You have countless examples. Fidel Barajas, Diego Luna, Joshua Weiner, Tyler Adams. He played for the New York Red Bulls too in the USL. A lot of great guys have come out of this league, and they're making the league kind of being showcased to the world that there is talent here. There's a lot of talent here and a lot of guys who want to compete and want to take it to the next level. And it's great that they're able to develop in America's second division, the USL Championship. And not just that, I think one of the greatest stories is that Didier Drogba came here and he chose to compete in the USL with Phoenix Rising. He also became an owner, but still, just the fact that he knew that there was a league here and he knew that there was a chance for growth, and the growth has been exponential. It's happening every year. For a man of that stature to decide and say, you know what, I am going to compete here, that is mind-boggling. That is absolutely mind-boggling. It wasn't as big as how it is now. There's a lot more recognition from when he played, and for him to be like, yeah, I'm still going to do it, I think that speaks for itself as well, guys, that the USL Championship is a league where there's a lot of growth happening. Is a league that can be taken serious. And I think the USL also has some incredible fan bases. If you look at Louisville City, I think Louisville City's has one of the best ones where the stadium always looks full. You have the supporter section that always looks lit. That's what you want soccer to be. I mean, when they had Eintracht Frankfurt come, I know that's a big club already, right? So you're going to bring attention anyways. But I still think that because the stadium was full and you had a lot of Louisville fans as well, even it's a top European club, that's what it's about. a lot of times in Europe, for example, these teams, they might not be the best, but the people still go out and support that team before they go and support one of the top, Champions League teams. You know what I mean? And that's what I feel like the USL brings. When it's fans, it doesn't matter if there's a bigger team around or not. These people, they go out and support their team. There's a local club, and it feels like a local club. It feels like a club where it cares about the community. It goes out and does outreach and stuff. And I think that's the beautiful part. Some of the big clubs, it almost feels like they're mainstream, like MLS. It feels mainstream. It feels like, have you ever found an artist before they were big and you're like, man, I really like this artist. I really like the music that they put out. And then all of a sudden they become huge, and it's like you can almost tell that the music has changed. It's become the media has influenced it. That's how I feel like the USL Championship is. You have these clubs who are still small but professional, and you have athletes who go out and cheer with the fans and sign autographs and do all that. And when the fans are all together, they come together, and it's just beautiful to see that everyone is there cheering the same team. And so that's why I like it so much. And honestly, I don't know the whole story. I don't have any details or anything, but I feel like there's some coaches or some players who have had opportunities to go out to different teams, but because they felt so at home with these fans, maybe decided not to because they enjoyed it so much. They enjoy the love and they feel the love from their supporters. And so I wouldn't be surprised if there's players out there who are like, you know what, I'm going to stay here because this is where I belong. And another great thing about the USL is that it's so easy to watch. You have so many different opportunities to go to watch this league. You have it on local TV, ESPN+, CBS Sports Golazo. Some games are on TUDN. So that right there is 5 options where you can watch this league. And then also some of the games are on YouTube because the USL will put it out there. So you can watch this league. It's very easy to watch. The thing I love on ESPN Plus is that it's on demand. So let's say I knew there's a couple of good games out there and I want to just rewatch them. I can watch them throughout the week. Or if I have a free time and I'm like, man, I could use some soccer right now, I can watch it. I just turn on the ESPN Plus app and it's right there. I love that accessibility that it has, that this league has right now. And that is just showing you that they're trying to get more eyeballs, that they are investing, these companies are investing in this league to showcase that, hey, we can do this and we think that it's going to grow. And it's just very fun to see, to have this different access to be able to watch the beautiful game. So with this video, guys, I just hope I encourage you to come and enjoy this league, to watch this league, to find a team around you, to find a team that you can support. And it's incredible because I promise you that if you pick a team, watch the team, you're going to love it. The competitiveness is there. The growth is there. The fan base is there. There's different ways to watch the game. And it's a fun game. It's a very fun game, a very fun underground game. And the rivalries are there as well. The league is growing. There's no doubt about that. Every year there seems to be growth. And this year, I feel like there's a lot more investment happening in the league. And it's great, guys. I'm excited to see the growth of this beautiful game in this country. It's not just MLS. You know, there's different stuff out there. You just got to get some exposure. And I hope with this video, I'm able to showcase what the USL Championship is. But please, guys, if you enjoyed this video, give this video a like. It really helps with the algorithm, just so we could get more exposure of the USL out there. But with that, thank you, guys, and I will see you all on the next one.